Hey guys, Megan here. I just wanted to do an 8-day check-in. A little bit about me for those who are just catching on to my journey. I lost 240 pounds in 17 months, and I have kept it off for almost 2 years. May will be 2 years. And when I was losing weight, I only weighed myself every week, one time every week, so I could measure my progress. And scale didn't really bother me when I was on my journey because I knew about plateaus, I knew about water retention, I knew. But for the last couple years in maintenance, I've kind of developed a habit of relying on the scale to reward myself, or I guess basically choose when I was going to allow myself to have treats based off of my weight. And when my weight would get under my goal weights, I would start indulging a little bit more based off of just fear that I wasn't getting enough nutrition, fear that I was swinging too far the other way, and I don't want to live my life based off the scale. So I decided to do a 30-day scale cleanse for myself because I got in a really bad habit of weighing myself every day. And it wasn't so much of like to punish myself or when I could reward myself. It was just a safety type blanket for myself, I thought. And that's why I wanted to just take a 30 days to see how close I am to like sticking at my lifestyle without the scale. I'm 8 days into my scale cleanse now, and I just got back from a business trip. And let me tell you, this morning I was laying in bed, and the whole time I was just thinking, like, I gotta check the scale. I gotta know how much damage I did, which is not a healthy mindset. And I'm really surprised at myself. Something that actually happened on the trip, and I hope she doesn't mind that I share this, but I was over analyzing all of my choices, all of them. I wanted to indulge, I wanted to be happy with the treats because we were in Florida. There was food there that's not available here where I'm at locally, so I just wanted to enjoy the trip. And I kept thinking about the good choices I was making and the bad choices I was making when I would indulge. And I was trying to weigh them in my head, like, is this okay? I didn't finish all of my dinner. I didn't finish that full plate, but that was a lot of calories, and it's not a healthy mindset. And I know it's not a healthy mindset, but it was still things that were going on inside my brain. And we actually stopped to eat, and we came out, and I was just talking about how upset I was about some of the choices I made. And my sister was like, "You're making me feel bad about my choices because look at what I did." And I was like, I don't think you did that bad. I think you were reasonable. And she was like, yeah, but it was more than what you were doing. And I'm like, no, you're fine. And then it, like, her telling me how I was making her feel by me doing these unhealthy thoughts and having these unhealthy things was affecting her, like, really made me realize, like, man, like, this is scary how much I really do rely on the scale to let me know if I'm being good or not. So that's something that's really surprised me, that this early on it's already affecting me negatively this way. And I think I kind of was a little bit delusional about me and my relationship with the scale, because it's like, oh, I don't get mad at myself, but I definitely was allowing the scale to dictate a lot of the choices I made in my life, and that I don't want to do. I don't want to say that I can eat whatever I want, whatever I want, and there be no repercussions. The scale really doesn't tell us if we're making healthy choices or not. It really doesn't. You can be at a healthy weight and still be malnourished. You can be underweight, and that can be detrimental to your health. And you can be slightly overweight and still be some healthier, making healthier choices, more nourishing your body better than somebody who is at a healthy weight that isn't nourishing their bodies, because weight's just weight. What really matters is it's the visceral fat around your organs. What really matters is your mindset. So I'm really struggling with the scale cleanse early on, but I'm also very optimistic because this morning when I was laying in bed, I was just thinking over and over how much I wanted to get on the scale, how much I wanted to get on the scale. And I was like, I even said, I was like, nobody's going to know if I do it. I could just finish this 30-day cleanse and they would be none the wiser if I just take one peek. And then I was like, that's not a healthy mindset either. Lying about something or being untruthful, even if it's something as silly as a 30-day scale cleanse, it's not healthy, and it's not a habit I want to set with myself and with others. And but the good thing that came from it is I'm laying in bed wrestling with whether I'm going to get on the scale or not. And I'm having this mental conversation in my head, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'd be so much happier if I could just get on the scale and see, like, I just need to know. I'll be happier when I know. And I'm like, why does that matter? What does it matter? What? And I couldn't come up with one good reason why it mattered, especially if it's just for 30 days. Like, it's just 30 days. So I told myself, I'm like, you can do this. It's just 30 days. No matter what happens, if you do end up gaining weight, like that's what you wanted to see. You wanted to see how your lifestyle is going to change based off removing the scale from it. And even though it was uncomfortable, I made it through that. And then I was like, I remembered how much growth came in my journey when I got uncomfortable, and I did things that I knew I needed to do, but were hard to do. And for the first time in months, I wanted to do my workout again. And it's silly. And I know most people don't cry because they want to work out, or that's probably weird, but I've been telling myself for so long that I can't do my workout because of my back. My back's not better, but I really want to do my workout. So I told myself I was going to do my workout, and if I needed a mod because of my back, that was fine. I was going to mod all I wanted. I just wanted to do my workout, and push myself to do a little bit more than my walks and my runs, because I've been missing working my full body out instead of just doing cardio. So I did my workout, and I did way better than I thought I would do. Like, I did way better than I thought I was going to do. And it felt really good, and it felt really good to challenge myself, and it's just kind of like being okay with being uncomfortable this morning about not getting on the scale kind of like was I think a breakthrough for me. I still I mean it feels really awesome. So I'm super proud of myself for not getting on the scale this morning, even though I really wanted to. I wanted to get on here and tell you about all the good choices I made, and then the ones that I thought were bad but I enjoyed and was part of like my favorite parts of the trip. As a food addict, it does scare me about how much I enjoyed the food on the trip, but it wasn't like foods that were terrible for me. It was foods that were I still nourished my body. Still, half of my meals were mostly plant-based. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do anything insane. I didn't binge eat. I didn't eat snack at night. I ate my meals that I was planning on eating, and I had a few treats, and I had a great time. It was awesome. And I shouldn't let the scale worry me. Just worrying about what my weight is after coming back from Florida should be the furthest thing from my mind. And I am upset that I'm at a point realizing from doing the scale cleanse that I am still allowing the scale to control a lot of the choices in my life. And actually made me realize I don't want to weigh myself every day going forward, no matter what. Even if I have to change things up in my current lifestyle and do some other things, I'm going forward. I'm probably only going to weigh myself for the True Transformation check-ins, because I do think we need some accountability, especially me as somebody who is prone to addiction and does still enjoy treats. Especially me for somebody who used to weigh 420 pounds. I think it would be very easy for me to fall back into a lifestyle where I say, oh, it's okay to have a treat every single time I want one, because I am an addict and I need some sort of accountability there. But I also think I need to trust myself a little bit more. I need to be okay with this. I need to figure this out, and I'm going to keep working on it, because this is the lifestyle I want. I want a lifestyle where I make choices based off of what I want and what's good for my health, and not what the scale's going to say. Before, when I would get underweight, I would eat foods that weren't that good for me, and I don't want that. And yeah, I did come back from a trip where I enjoyed foods that were considered treats and didn't have a whole lot of nutritional value in them, but they were in moderation. And I didn't force myself to eat all of them. When I was done with them, I was done with them. So I am proud of those choices. I made a lot of choices I am proud of, and I shouldn't let a scale take that away from me. If I got on the scale today and I weighed 10 pounds more from a 3-day trip, it is what it is, because my true lifestyle is what happens all the time, not what just happened in a week. So this journey and this challenge, even though it's been 8 days, has been very eye-opening for me. It literally is mind-boggling to me how much I've been allowing the scale to dictate what I think is successful, what I think is good, when I think I'm being great. And I think that's crazy to me, just to think about. Like, I've been letting the scale dictate whether I'm successful or not for so long. Like, it's been almost 2 years. May will be 2 years, guys. And I've fallen into this habit so easily of weighing myself every day to see if I make good choices or bad choices, when really, what is a good choice? What is a bad choice? And I didn't do this on my weight loss journey. That's the crazy thing. I'm doing it on my maintenance journey. No one told me how hard the maintenance journey really was going to be. And